after that, after the BET experience, you had 3 projects that came out after. You had your Almighty album, then the Surviving the Times EP, and then the Unsung Act. The Almighty album, there was a couple tracks that stuck out to me. We talked about your football history earlier. Scholarship stuck out to me. Because I was a college basketball player at one point, and one of the main things you're worried about is taking care of your body.
Right.
And it's a very vivid track because, it's one of those storytelling things. You said at the end, the football player went to the game, saw his mama in the stands, dad wasn't there, and then he goes out on the field, and then he gets injured. It's over.
It's over.
Was that you?
No, but the not making it in the NFL is what it symbolizes.
Okay.
It symbolizes me trying to make it and going to college to try to make it and eventually coming to terms with that you will not reach your journey, your destination. So I wrote that story with the death of my football career in mind, which is why the athlete got hurt in that story.
Yeah, it can be, there's a lot of ups and downs in being an athlete in general, and people don't really understand that.
Right.
When it comes to psychology and how being in a sport can mentally, it can mess with you sometimes.
For sure, bro.
And it can mess with your sense of self-worth when there's so much more out there for you. And that's kind of, like I said, with that track, it kind of reminded me of like, I'm dedicated to this. I'm going to excel in it. But then there's also other lessons that you learn from the sport that can help you out further in life. When it comes to football, I can tell definitely you learn from every experience that you've been through. What was something that you definitely, was it like discipline or a certain type of attribute that you learned from football? And did that go into the track also?
Yeah, discipline is definitely the main thing, but leadership probably more than anything. Football, just the camaraderie of it, it's like you standing for something, like when the colors of your school, you know how that goes. It's just like, it's just another social element that is being added to your life at that age that's helping to shape who you are as a person and helping you understand the world around you. So the fact that I was able to do that and do it good, I was able to see what it felt like being in a leadership role and taking on and enjoying that responsibility and also enjoying delivering on those responsibilities. So that's literally the same element that I enjoy in hip hop. I enjoy bonding with people over the music, you know what I'm saying, that I create. So it literally just transfers over in theory for the most part.
Most definitely. The other track that stuck out to me was Unborn. Unborn was basically like your idea or your foresight. Well, I don't want to say foresight. Imagining if you were a father.
For sure.
To a daughter and a son and what that means for you or how your perspective on it. Very instrumental and soulful track. And I like the end of it because nowadays rappers don't let the beat just ride it out at the end. They don't let them do that anymore just to marinate on the song.
Yeah.
I love that. And, especially when it comes to especially a song with that message in it, was that something that you go through at that time? You were thinking about, when am I going to have kids or something like that? Or just overall the mindset of how you want to be to your kids in the future, if you have children?
A part of both. Then, man, that's 2019, 2018. You just don't have it figured out at that time. And you in this hip hop game, you just trying to maneuver through and trying to find success with your art. So essentially, songs like that is really about you aging and just realizing that there are things that you want to do in life, but you're not ready to do them yet because you got these obligations that you want to conquer before bringing children into the world. So it just was really me probably stressed the hell out for real. That really of why the song like kind of even came up, because a lot of the things is just like, and also working on myself, like mentally, my mental health, my maturity level. Like there are ups and downs emotionally, trying to be emotionally mature. Like you just like, are you ready for this? So that's where like the the song lives at. That's where it was born at.
One more track that stuck out to me before we move on to the next one. You had Run It on there. It had a feature from a mutual friend of ours, KS.
My guy, Kid, KS the Wolf.
Who had a better verse?
Hey man, I don't.
We gotta get him in here.
Get my brother in here, man.
I gotta get him in here, man. Cause
he ain't a better rapper than me. Make sure you put that in there.
Oh,
yeah, just so you know.
Recorded.
I don't care if we. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Nah. That boy ain't better than me. You make you show him that clip.
You tell him I said that.
You tell him I said it. But you tell him I'm quoting you, though. That boy got some tracks, man.
Cause my favorite one from him is In Search of Yourself. That was hard to me. He has other stuff prior to that, but
I'm like, yeah, his first project. Oof. What is it called? The Birth EP. If you haven't heard that,
I think I might have heard a couple songs.
He got some hitters on there, man.
I'm gonna have to go back.
I mean, he stays with some good. Musa knows how to pick tracks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't wait for you to hear what he's doing.
Kid had the better verse. My guy, Kid had the better verse.
Yo, it's one of the ones, man.
My God, shout out to Kid.
Y'all definitely did good music, and I know we did an interview before, and we did talk about y'all process in the studio. Sometimes when y'all come together for music, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. As he laughed behind the camera. This guy.
I'm gonna get you in here sometime, player.